Hello everyone, 안녕하세요 여러분. My name is Amy and welcome to a new video. Okay, so today is my first video in English here in my channel. I just want to start this saying that my English is not the best. My first language is actually Spanish, but I've been studying English for quite a long time now, so yeah, I think I can do this. The reason I'm doing this in English is because I've been learning Korean in English. I don't know if that makes sense. So I've been learning Korean and its translation to English, so it's easier for me to talk about this in English than in Spanish. For my followers in Spanish, don't worry, I'm gonna try to upload the subtitles as soon as possible. So yeah, today I'm gonna give you 5 tips that you really need to know before starting to study Korean. And yeah, without anything else to say, let's start. Okay, so the first advice I'm gonna give you guys is that if there's no place to learn Korean in your city, please don't feel bad. There are other options. My option for learning Korean is by using this page called Talk to Me in Korean. It's really helpful. The classes are free, they are online. There's not a specific time for you to go through every single class. So whenever you have free time, you can just go to the page and listen to one of the lessons. So yeah, I mean, that works for me. There are a lot of options, so you just need to find what sits best for you. I'm gonna leave you guys the link down below so you can use Talk to Me in Korean if you really want to start right now and there are no Korean centers in your city. The second tip I'm gonna give you is that please don't use romanization when you're learning Korean. Romanization is basically translating the words in the Korean alphabet to ours. And why I don't want you to learn romanization is because it complicates things more when you try to learn Hangul. I started studying Korean using romanization because I thought it was like easier. But when I wanted to learn Hangul, it was really complicated for me because I knew some words. Like for example, 안녕하세요, which is hello. I knew 안녕하세요. I really knew how to pronunciate it and what it meant, but I didn't know how to write it in Hangul. I knew the romanization, and it's really difficult to go from romanization to Hangul and try to learn again every single word. For me, it was learning everything again, and it was like super tiring. So please, as soon as you choose your way of studying Korean, then start with Hangul. It's not difficult to study Hangul. It's really not that complex. It's not that difficult. So please avoid romanization and embrace Hangul. Okay, my third advice for you is actually kind of obvious, but it's really important to remind you guys that you need to practice every single time you can, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, learning Korean is not easy. Like if you think that it's gonna be easy, then really, no, because it implies learning a new alphabet, learning a new way to pronunciate stuff, learning new words, learning everything all over again. For me, it was like going back to kindergarten. So yeah, it's complex, but it's not impossible. So you need to practice in order to remember all the stuff you already learned. What happened to me is that I started studying Korean at the end of last year, but I stopped practicing. So when I started again, it was super hard for me to remember some stuff I already knew. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. If you want to say, I want to eat kimbap, which is a Korean food, then you say kimbap 먹고 싶어요, but I didn't remember how to say that. It was like super hard for me because I knew how to say this, but I didn't remember what was the exact word. So please practice. Never forget to practice. What I am doing right now is trying to learn as many words as I can. So I'm using this app called Vocabulary. Or other thing you can do is that if you use Pinterest, there are a lot of users who post a lot about simple Korean phrases, simple Korean words, but for it you need to learn Hangul first. So Yeah, Hangul. Okay, my next advice is something that you already do every single day and that you are doing right now is watch videos on YouTube. Yeah, it's simple, right? Instead of using this time to watch a cat pressing a button, then you just use it for trying to find some Korean videos, listen to the pronunciation of every single word. It really helps a lot to listen to the pronunciation of native speakers, because then if you are saying it wrong, you can correct it. It's really useful. Plus, Korean TV programs and Korean series and Korean music videos are super fun. And last but not least, my final advice for you is to find a motivation. As I told you, Korean is not an easy language to learn. It's not as complex and difficult as Chinese and Japanese. Trust me, I tried before. So if you don't have a motivation, you can find yourself leaving Korean in the second or third week. So I don't want you guys to go through that. I want you guys to really learn Korean. You have to find your motivation. For me, it is, well, one is Korean music. So I use that. I try to understand some words without looking for the actual meaning. And also, I have some friends from Korea who help me with my pronunciation and teach me some new words every day. If you want to make Korean friends, because I think you all are asking yourself, how does she make Korean friends if she lives in Peru? Well, if you are like the kind of brave person, the person who's not afraid of anything, then you can go and create an account in Tandem. It's an app that connects you with people around the world, and you just do like a language exchange. There's a lot of people who are weird, but there are a lot of people who you will find super interesting, and I've made some good friends there. So yeah, if you wanna try and find maybe a study partner there, you can log in this app and try to find someone who can study with you, and maybe you can teach them your language. Okay, this is everything for this video. I'm super happy about this one, and I really hope it helps you studying Korean. If you want to have a study partner and you're afraid of Tandem, then you can send me a message and we can try to find some time to study together, okay? Let me know in one comment down below, or you can talk to me or send me a DM in any of my social media. You can find me everywhere as Amy Pariasca R, or in Facebook as Brunette's Diaries. Remember, there's a date between you and me next week in another video, and until then, I wish you have the best week of your life. Bye!